Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. I'm old school, but I keep it funky fresh, y'all. And this is deep, y'all. I'm from the deep, y'all. And what you get is what you motherfucking see.
Welcome back, humans! You know what day it is. My name is Jaime, bringing you the events on headlines that you didn't even know you needed. And before I get started, I would appreciate it if y'all would subscribe to the channel and hit that with notifications so you don't miss an episode, because I'm here twice a week. And with that said, here goes some more events, humans. I've got lots of them. And today, you might understand the title. It's called, Side Piece Dangers. And that's right, humans. We're going to touch on that a little bit. But first, people are talking about it finally now, but it's been happening for a while, and it just now started getting a little news media because some of these people are looking for some more stories to freak everyone out with. But they've been saying that China's been buying a buttload of farmland here, and I guess like here in America, they're buying a bunch of farmland, and the news are somewhere in Oklahoma. Like I guess they're buying like thousands and thousands of acres in Oklahoma of farmland, and they're offering some people saying they're coming over there with just straight up suitcases to their houses, like doing deals like that. Like, look, we want your farm. Boom, here's some cash money. And people are taking that shit and running, and they're buying all this fucking farmland. And they said that they're just pretty much making like medical marijuana centers, like just growing weed and like doing all kinds of shit like that with. And they say that 25% of these like marijuana licenses are owned by illegal companies from Russia, China, and Mexico. And my question to you is, like, if this is happening in a big state and these people can't do it, can they do anything about it? Or is it because their license is so legal? Because apparently these companies that are ran by these criminal organizations are transporting, thousands and thousands of tons, thousands and tons, but tons and tons of, drugs out of these places, like all the time, like every day, every week, it's going crazy out these facilities, and it's causing a problem here with addiction problems. And I know everybody's saying like, look, man, it's weed, but it's not just weed. They're probably using those things for other covers. And the criminal organizations probably took a big hit when weed went legal and you could use a card, or now when it's like almost decriminalized, it probably took a big hit on these guys' wallets and shit. So now they're probably trying to get these like licenses to start dispensaries so they could still make money, but they want to overproduce, other than what they're doing at the store, to make a bunch of, cartel money. I'm sure it won't be the same profits, but it's probably going to be close enough to sustain them and maybe keep them over here on this side of the border and make it easier for them instead of transporting across the border. So they have facilities here through these licenses. I don't know how they acquire them. If they're a criminal organization, like how they can, they probably got people on the inside somehow to get these documents signed or whatever they can do to get these licenses made for them. And it's happening all over the place, humans. It's kind of wild. So China's buying all this farmland here, and they're making all these fucking drug labs. Well, they're making weed places, but supposedly they're making more than just weed. That's what these people are suggesting here. And also, Bill Gates is buying all kinds of farmland, and that shit is weird. So he's like from computers to vaccines to fucking farms. Now he's a farmer, and I've seen lots of pictures of him, and he's always got like cardigan sweaters on and shit. But I've never seen him with like a farm pick or like a shovel or like no kind of garden tool or anything like that. And now this dude's like fucking buying farm shit. This concerns me, humans. This concerns me a lot. Because now this dude wants to be a farmer. And what the hell does that mean? Does that mean we're going to get fucking, digital food again? Like I was talking before, like Microsoft food. Here's your Microsoft rice packs. Rice and beans, all we getting. Like the minimal basics. They'll be like, this is all you need to survive. Because this is what Bill Gates says. From the Bill Gates Farm. From the Bill Gates Farm Foundation. Coming soon. To a grocery store near you, humans. Beware. No, but for real, he's buying all these farms. So is China. But Bill Gates is now all of a sudden like going to be a farmer. This is wild. I don't even know if he owns a tractor. But it looks like he does a lot of techie shit and a lot of weird mad scientist shit. So what is he going to do with the farms now? He's going to mad scientist all these fucking farms up? Probably. Like I was talking about the old Dorito back in the day. Think he's going to fucking lab up everything. Sheesh, man. Our barbecues are never going to be the same. He'd be like, no more charcoal. Use this substance. What's it made of? Something. And we're just going to believe it because Bill Gates said so. I'm concerned about this, humans. I'm real concerned about this. I never seen him carry no farm tools. I never see him carry, like I said, I never see him raking in shit. I see him raking in a lot of dough, but I never see him like raking no dirt or nothing like this. And our president's here and doesn't say nothing. Our president's all tripping. Ain't doing nothing about inflation. Like I said, everything's going crazy. And we're all like, just dealing with it, I guess. I don't know what else we can say. We're just fucking putting up with this stuff. And I guess, I don't know what else we can do. We're not going to, a riot won't do nothing. They're ready for us to do some shit like that. They want us to riot so they can be like, you're out of control. We're going to lock you down again. They're already putting gates up, all kinds of weird buildings. If people, respected you and loved you, you wouldn't need no gates around your giant buildings. Jeez, it's pretty wild when you got to do that kind of shit. Makes you wonder, like, maybe you should look at yourselves if you have to put walls around your building. And now possibly your homes, because they probably find out where you live on the internet, and they're coming out there to your houses now. And this is pretty wild and scary sometimes for some of these humans out there in, powerful positions. So, like I said, there's a lot of inflation going on. Shit's going up, shooting through the roof. Gas is going way up again. And our president's blaming everybody. Like, first he blamed, I don't even remember, blamed Trump, blamed Putin, I forget what else. And now he's blaming us. Like, he's blaming us for all kinds of shit. Like, it's all your fault. It's all your fault out there, people on the streets. Like, oh, thanks, Prez. Thanks for blaming us for the inflation. And it's never going to be our fault, in my opinion. I've seen like a bunch of old like videos of old, politician guys talking and all these, saying all the same things. But I don't know, man. It's pretty creepy, man. Our president's just all of a sudden it's like, it's your fault. I don't care. It's your fault. It's like, thanks, Prez. Nice to know that you got faith in us, man. Or, you're that build back better shit. You ain't built nothing. I ain't seen nothing get back. And I don't think anything's any better. My fucking gas tank is like just barely struggling to hold some gas in there. And people are even feeling like the gas is like burning up quicker. Like, no, they're mixing new gas now. This is like Biden's gas is like watered down and shit. I don't think that's really the case. I just think it just costs more. It just kind of hurts more when you got to put it in the car. And then you just notice it more when it moves. When it's cheaper, you don't give a shit about how it moves. You're just going to fucking throw more gas in the car. But I believe it's just kind of like a mind thing. Like one of those placebo effects. Because when you pay, you just pay attention to it more when it costs more money. Same at the grocery store. You didn't give a shit. You want those steaks. Now you're like, holy shit, do I really want those? Do I need those steaks? And in your mind, you're like, fuck yeah, you need those steaks. You always buy them steaks. And not now. They're like, thanks, Biden. Now I can't get them steaks. Or maybe I will, but then I got to hold off on one of my bills. I mean, that's what it feels like, man. It's kind of wild right now. And he's saying it's our fault. That sucks. And babies can't even get formula right now. It's getting shortage everywhere. They're like, oh, try different brands. Oh, that's going to work. Meanwhile, they said there's a whole bunch of shiploads and carloads of fucking baby formula going down to the border for all the people that are illegal over there. They're like, they got plenty of baby formula, but you don't. You don't got shit, and they got plenty. Think about that, humans. Thanks, Biden. And I'm sure that's our fault, that they got all kinds of baby formula, and we got none. Thanks, Biden. But it's our fault, I guess. I guess it's our fault, humans. And we know we've been talking about, that freedom of speech and how free this shit's going to be. And when Elon, if he, purchases Twitter, and I thought he already purchased the shit. I was like, I thought I'm late to the party here. Now I guess the deal ain't all the way done. But I thought he already bought the shit, and I was getting all complaining about like all these warnings on my fucking posts. And I thought I was offending my 6 followers. And I was getting like all kinds of like, pushback from the Twitter sphere. But anyways, apparently this deal isn't all the way done. I guess this ship got put on hold because he thinks he found a little samples of some fraud going on with Twitter humans. Yeah, that's right. He came over here. I think he might have did this on purpose, if you ask me. Maybe this was like his plan. People was like, oh, when he buys it, he's going to fucking just break it off into pieces and just sell it, and Twitter's going to be done. Or some weird shit like that. I don't even know what the fuck that stock kind of shit means. Something like that. Just like slice up the pie to everybody and just make the shit just not as valuable anymore or something. I don't even know. And then people got excited when they were talking all this nerdy tech stuff. When they were saying like, oh, he's going to get rid of bots and all this fake accounts and all this weird shit. And he's going to unban Trump and all this other bullshit and all this other crazy stuff. Bear with me. So he says he discovered something strange, that there was a bunch of maybe some false numbers that were being pushed around when it came to like what the shareholders thought were the valuable, like maybe subscription numbers or something like that, or the real people that were working, or real accounts that weren't, artificial accounts or bot accounts. So this bot thing went a little deeper. So they were looking for like sock puppet accounts, and what they called sock puppet accounts, where people had like multiple these accounts and they would just, use them and go troll on people and do all these things. So let's say they said they had like, I don't know, 200 million subscribers for Twitter, when all in all, really, it could have been more like, 70 million or something like that, because of all the fake accounts that were out there trying to go crazy on this website and have fun and go, start kind of shit during politics, during all the elections, and during all the riots, and, and so forth. This shit was all going down. And so they're thinking these numbers ain't real. And he's starting to figure it out. He's like, whoa, shit is a little weird, man. I might have overpaid for this shit. I was paying for this many people and all these subscribers and all these people part of this shit. And now there's really like fucking, there's a third of these people missing or something crazy. So I don't know the whole thing yet, but there's some stuff coming out, and more stuff will be coming out, I'm sure. But apparently there's some serious fraud going on. And I want to pay attention to that one, humans. You got to pay attention to that shit. Because I want to see what's going down. Like, first it was going to be $43 or $44 billion. And he could probably get, like, now he's going to probably get a discount. He's going to be like, I found some crooked shit. Now you get, or the original owners could get in trouble when these people, like the shareholders, like find out that there's some shit that, they were putting all this money into ain't the right numbers. Like could be falsifying these numbers to get all these people to invest in this company. Like some Bernie Madoff type shit. I don't know. Crazy. If Madoff was the right guy, I forget. Somebody was fucking stealing people's money. Crazy shit. Man, oh man, humans. But stay tuned to that, I'm sure that's going to be another conspiracy coming out one day on one of them conspiracy shows or conspiracy videos or something like that. So we're going to have to pay close attention, because that would be coming out pretty soon, I guarantee. Guarantee. And speaking of conspiracies, like I said, humans, like I said earlier in the beginning of this episode about the title, side piece dangers. There's been a conspiracy, like I said, I have this book by, it's about conspiracies, and then there's that documentary on Netflix, and it's about Marilyn Monroe. But they're also, they cover in this book on reading. And so it was some crazy things going on about this lady or not. Who knows if this is true, or this is just part of the conspiracy, or this is the theory, the conspiracy theory, or this is just too much of this. Because there's so many different versions and so many different stories about how she, died. And so it causes all kinds of controversy everywhere. And the documentary was phenomenal. Recommend you see it. No spoilers there, but I'm going to, go into this book, which could probably say some of the same things in the documentary. So maybe there is going to be some spoilers. So warnings, humans. But Marilyn Monroe. So apparently she had this relationship going on with a lot of people of power. I wonder if that was just her thing. I wonder if that's what she was into. She was into people of power. Because not only was she messing with the prez, John F. Kennedy, she was sitting here with, with the big man himself. I guess she was messing around with his brother, Robert F. Kennedy, I believe. And then she was also messing around with some guy that was apparently a mob boss at the time. I forget how to say the last name of that family, but it looked like Giacani or something like that. And, it was all these three dudes. So apparently, like I said, I think she has a type. It's like dudes of power. And that maybe have dudes of power that like think with their with their dicks, you know what I'm saying? Like some shit like that. That's probably why she like could target them easily. And maybe she was like, when you see some weird stories on these conspiracies, what if she was one of those like femme fatales, like one of those crazy spies or like the Black Widow spies? Like she was like, infiltrating because of the people she knew. Like she knew a lot of weird, a lot of people. And I don't know if they're true or not, but some of these people were kind of like, some of these people had like ties to like other countries and other things like that could be security risks. So they had a private investigator involved, and apparently this person was I don't know if they did it for all three people, but he was part of somebody's wiretaps where they apparently had Marilyn Monroe like tapped like all over fucking bugged, like wiretapped all over the fucking place at her house. Like, apparently they would know if she farted and how many times she goes to the bathroom with, if this is true, with all this surveillance that they have on at her home. Now, I don't think it's video, but I believe they say it was wiretapping and shit like that, like from the phones and shit, other things like that. So this guy, it says that he calls them the Maryland tapes. And says that he got, from these wiretaps himself, because he was part of this investigation, that this footage or this audio footage or whatever this stuff is, this evidence, contains a play-by-play, minute-by-minute run back of, I guess, of her apparent murder, supposed murder. And other ones say that she died of an overdose of drugs, of pills. So you hear these different stories of who discovered her and what she had like somebody said she was still alive when they found her. Some people said she was dead, found like laying on the ground in like a military position, and it was like all this crazy stuff. They said an autopsy said she had like no pill traces in her stomach, and there was just a bunch of crazy shit going on, humans. So and there's another thing, and this person says on this tape that Robert Kennedy was there. And the housekeeper claims some shit. I'm saying, I don't know if this is true, but these are just other versions of this story, humans. So they say that, they said Robert Kennedy was there and had some doctor, like, give her a shot to some kind of medicine. I forget the name of the shit because it was some word I couldn't pronounce. And just like I couldn't say that mobster guy's name. I don't even want to try this shit. And so he apparently they say this was one of the versions of this story that he was there and they had her give her some of this shit. And then they left and fucking let her die or whatever of this overdose of some shit they injected her with. But that's just one of the other stories. And there's so many other things going on, and you don't know what to believe, and you don't know who to believe. But that's just pretty crazy, like that's some Marilyn Monroe, like they say she's one of the most dangerous side pieces ever known, ever known across the globe. At least that's or when you hear that story about Jackie O. When you hear that story, some people say he took Jackie O, but other people say that Jackie O took Onasser from her own sister. For banging her husband and shit. It was some crazy shit going down. But you never know, humans. You just never know. You would never know. But yeah, apparently, when they were having sex with Marilyn Monroe, like I said, she could have been part of this spy game, and they had her having sex with these dudes, and then they were like, she just probably had such a golden ticket, like it was probably so phenomenal that afterwards they just all were like automatically in love, and you was like in La La Land, right? Because you was just with Marilyn Monroe, and she was just like sitting there after she gave you like when Eddie Murphy spoke of like mountains crumbling and like seas roaring and shit like that, and you was just like, oh yeah. Oh my goodness, and he's just talking about government secrets. Like, yeah, we try to get Castro all the time, but motherfuckers just too slick and like people just giving out government secrets and after they fucking had sex with her because it was just like all these crazy emotions because it was just probably something crazy and phenomenal. And then when it got all bananas, they were like, look, you guys fucked up. You know, these wiretaps, we got to keep an eye on your ass. Now we can't let her go nowhere. She can't even go to the bathroom. She can't go to the grocery store. She can't even go to the mailbox. We got to fucking watch your ass. This is too much work. We got to fucking handle this. And when handle this saying, when they say it's handled this time, I'm sure that's not good news for the person that they got to handle. It can't be, humans. It can't. Obviously, it can't be. I mean, the records show there's too much of a trend of things that happen when they got to, handle situations. Hashtag Epstein. Which I still don't want to let that go, humans. But anyways. Who knows? Who knows what could happen on those kind of things, humans? Like I said, those are so entertaining because there's so many, there's so many different stories. And there's so many things that they say the doctors discovered. Like I said, the housekeeper said this, and somebody else said this, and oh my goodness, and the wiretaps and the mysterious tapes. If those ever go public, that would be interesting. If they're true or not. Like I said, I don't know if all what was true or not because there's just so many versions of all these things. Like they were speaking of, like I said, Kennedy and the mob boss and both Kennedys just like, just jibber jabbing all kinds of secrets, like what they were going to do and how the mob boss helped the Kennedys back in the day because their pops used to run alcohol and shit back in the fucking prohibition days or whatever the fuck. So there was just all this crazy shit going down, and they even say that the mob helped them get money to get in there and get in where they were. And then afterwards, he tried to like arrest them to try to show they can clean up the streets and stop crime. So they're like, oh, we can't have that, and that's a whole nother turn of another conspiracy of a death, So it's just so many shit just turn. What do you call it? Turns and curves all them stories, humans. But that was a fun conspiracy, and I love sharing those once in a while. And I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and if you did, I'd appreciate it if you would hit that like button, smash that subscription, and with those notifications, because I'm here twice a week. And my name is Jaime, and this has been another episode of Meant to Vent. Till next time, humans. See ya.
Yes, yes.